Len Amsterdam's House of Conspiracy. Hijackings were a big problem for airlines in the 70s. The problem was completely licked when automatic pilot and remote navigation technology was installed on planes. It now didn't matter if the pilot was held at gunpoint, the plane would just fly itself home. Now, why is it that the automatic pilot was not activated on the 4 planes that hit America on 9/11? These planes were all modern additions. Another strange fact of the September 11th attacks is that there is no film footage or photographs of a plane sticking out of the Pentagon before, during, or after the attack, an indication that the Pentagon was not hit by a plane at all. Eyewitness reports have indicated that the Pentagon was in fact hit by a missile. The eyewitness has since been beheaded. Len Amsterdam's House of Conspiracy. Sherry Craig meets with screenwriter and animation artist Daryl Gould from Michael Chin's studio. This is the Len Amsterdam Show, broadcasting from Canada.
Hello, Daryl Gould. Welcome to Pepper Scott Television. Daryl he brought a storyboard this evening. Daryl, what is your story about?
I wrote a screenplay for Captain Marvel, or Shazam as it's titled. It's set in the 1940s, 41, San Francisco, and the bombing of Pearl Harbor takes place during the film.
Really? Mm-hmm. Excellent. Why the historical timeline?
The historical timeline, I admired the times that it was set in. I find the story worked best in that time setting. It worked well with the plot. There were some actual historical points that I could write into the plot and make it, for a history buff even, it would be great to watch because you could tell that actually happened.
I see. Mm-hmm. Why Captain Marvel?
Well, I've had one of my earliest memories was of watching the Saturday morning Captain Marvel series in the 70s that was done with I think his name was Jackson Bostwick. Right. He was playing the role at the time, and I always had some comic books, and as I started to collect when I was a teenager, I got lots of Captain Marvel mixed in with my other things as well, and that's how I became involved with Captain Marvel.
And so what do you plan to do with your storyboard? What would you like to do?
Well, I'd like to find a producer, someone to pick it up, possibly, I'd like to see it eventually made, of course, into a big film. Big as can be.
And when you were a child, did you read a lot of comic books alone? So, I seem to remember a Shazam when I was a kid in comic books. Have you had anyone approach you about copyright?
I've studied up on some of the copyright rules, of course. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I'm not trying to do anybody wrong. As I understand it, I can pick a character and write anything I would like about it. But I'm pretty limited as to who I could sell it to, which would be the owner. They would have to license it out to be used, and they would have to approve and stuff, but I wouldn't be able to do anything without their approval, as I understand it, and I'm not trying to.
Right. So I've heard a lot about zines. They seem to be very popular. Have you connected with that world yet?
Not really. I'm trying to make this a film for everyone. I don't think I should make a film that's for a certain crowd. I'm trying to make one for everyone, something that everybody can pick up on. As they watch it, with some of the greatest films, as you watch them over and over again, you will pick things up that you missed before. Right. And this would be good for this. I think you'll find this in this film. Why superheroes? Well, I've seen a lot of the films that came out that were superhero films. Some of my favorites were Rocketeer, the first Batman film, the first 2 Superman films.
So you probably saw things that you'd like to change, and stories you'd like to have different endings or something.
Yeah, after I saw the second Batman film, I was discussing to a friend what I think they should do with the third Batman film. Right. He told me to write it. I didn't, of course. I just started with Shazam.
Do you have any other main words, like Bajam or something?
No, just holy moly.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Billy says
Excellent.
that. It's not overly corny. It's not overly used in the thing. It's just it's at some particular times.
And does one particular character say that?
Billy Batson, yeah, he's the main
Billy
character.
Batson. Does he have a love interest?
He's 10 years old. As of yet, I haven't really written that in. The girls do look at him in certain scenes, and he doesn't know how to handle it because he's 10.
So he has crushes on other girls, maybe?
I haven't really gotten a chance to. That part of his life isn't really explored. His school life, where he may come into contact with girls, because the beginning of the movie starts with a traumatic moment.
Right.
And he's involved directly.
Well, that sounds very interesting. If you would like to get in contact with Daryl or help support him financially or be a producer or something, then please contact him.
Tell somebody you know.
At the Pepper Scott hotline. This is Sherry Craig.